Sup y'all! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rochelle and this is ReinspiredTV. Today I have a special treat for you. My nationality is Filipino and we're gonna eat nothing but Filipino vegan food today, and I'm super stoked. Even though there are a lot of Filipinos in New York City, it's really hard to find vegan Filipino food. So you kind of have to base it off like pop-ups and events and just stalking vegan Filipinos on Instagram and hopefully they make you food or making your own recipes at home. But I don't feel like cooking. Sorry for all the snaps too. I'm in a snappy mood. So we're going to make 2 stops today. The first one is at Vegan Market, where they're going to have 2 vegan vendors. The first one that I love and adore so much is San Wolves. She makes vegan Filipino desserts, everything basically covered in ube, which is purple yam, which is like my life. But she has new stuff coming out today, which is Spanish bread and chocolate crinkle cookies. The second vendor is a new vendor who's coming into the scene. His name is Oliver. His Instagram account is called The Plant-Based God. I think that's what his vending business is called, his catering company. I think he also works for Ube Kitchen, which is another Filipino vegan catering company. And he's debuting this amazing platter. It looks like this. So it's supposed to be kari-kari, lumpia, panse, and then like a whole bunch of rice, and I love rice, so I'm down for that. I'm just really excited. So in the evening we're going to an event by Asian Vegan Gang. It's run by 2 of my really good friends. One is Jessica of Opopo NYC, and second is Crystal of Vegan Eats NYC. And it's a 4-course spring dinner with specialty cocktails, and it's Filipino Chinese inspired, and it's going to be at the V-Spot location in St. Mark's, which is actually being transformed into the new vegan food court come June, which I'm very excited for. If you guys want me to go and check that out, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, it was about $50 for an entire dinner, and I'm really stoked for it, and I'm so hungry. I honestly haven't eaten anything today besides a grapefruit and some bruised Dr. Kombucha. I'm just really hungry. I'm trying to order everything. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have all the desserts from San Wolves, just because I've pretty much bought her entire table several times when I go to visit her. But if you're interested in all the things that she does provide, I do have a blog post as well as an interview in the blog post, and I'll put that in the description down below so you guys can check it out. All absolutely delicious, but you kind of gotta taste it to really experience it, so that's what I'm excited for. So let's go. guys, I hope you can hear me because it's really loud you have read my blog, you would know that Jessica owns NYC, another vegan Filipino vendor spot. Here we go. This is the lumpia. Lumpia in the Philippines is our version of a spring roll. It originated from China, but it's commonly found in Indonesia and the Philippines. It is supposed to be filled with ground meat, carrots, spring onions, all of this goodness, and it is paired with a sweet chili sauce, which is great. Yeah. I already broke mine open.
I already dunked mine, and I'm ready to bite into it.
Do it.
Ready?
Yes. That's good.
It's so good.
This is so good.
Oh my god. Of course, you get the obligatory grease on your hands.
Yum. Delicious. Pancit?
Yeah, pancit.
It's typically just rice noodles, and it's, think of like our version of a lo mein.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay. I think the carrots are my favorite part.
I think the celery is.
Oh yeah?
I like missed that flavor.
Oh yeah. I've never really had peppers in my pancit.
No, me either.
So that's a little weird. Yeah. There's peppers, onions, celery, string beans, and carrots. Did you like put lemon on your pancit?
Oh my god, yeah. A lot. Lemon or like calamansi too. Like
yeah. I think that's what I'm missing. But good.
Okay, I'm ready to try my all-time favorite dish of all time. My all-time favorite dish of all time.
So we have the kari-kari right here. What? It's like a, how do you describe kari-kari? It's not really my favorite.
It's typically like a beef stew made with beef bones, and then you like put peanut butter in it. So it's kind of like a peanut butter stew, just like a peanut stew essentially, with usually beef bones and like a bunch of veggies and tripe and all that stuff. So
It's tripe. Yeah. If you guys don't know what tripe is like intestine. So it looks like this, and this is actually a mushroom. What kind of mushroom is this?
it's a snow fungus.
A snow fungus mushroom. So it looks like it. It looks like intestine, and I'm not a fan. Come back to us. Okay. Oh my god, and this is okra.
Yeah, which is my favorite.
I hate okra.
Yeah. Sorry, I went ahead.
It tastes good. The sauce tastes really good.
Coconut oil in this for sure.
I'm taking the bok choy.
Yep.
Yum.
Okay, I'll eat the snow fungus.
She's thick.
She's so thick. What do you think?
It's a lot more subtle than I remember.
I agree.
And I like that. Good. I'm not really a fan of like peanut butter and stuff that's not peanut butter.
Really?
Yeah. Like not a fan of peanut butter ice cream.
Oh my god.
Or candy unless it's like doused in chocolate.
I love peanut butter anything. Like I can put like a spoon in a peanut butter jar and just like fill it with it.
Maybe because that's just peanut butter.
Oh, you don't like peanut butter flavored things?
Yeah.
I like that though.
Overall, how would you rate this plate?
I would give it maybe a 10 out of 10, if not a 9 out of 10. Obviously, like I'm biased because I'm nostalgic for this stuff. I do wish that I had like a lemon, but otherwise, like everything is so good and really brings me back to like the real style, like getting Filipino food from like a takeout, you know?
Yeah. I would rate it 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And the plating was wonderful. It's on a banana leaf, which is hard to get.
It's like, yeah.
It's really hard. I definitely wish I had more lemon. And
Just to cut through
yeah.
all this stuff, but
Another thing is the noodles weren't really noodles. They were kind of chopped up, which happens when you like cook rice noodles. My mom doesn't have that problem, so I'm a little biased. But overall, it's really good. And honestly, there's not enough Filipino vendors, Filipino vegan vendors in New York. So anybody who can make me something when it's like home without having to go back to Manila.
ooh, Manila's the next level.
They do wonders with mushrooms. You want all my okra? Where I was like vegan when I was like younger, we would just have like a ton of meat on the table, but like you were forced to eat your vegetables, and the only vegetable was steamed okra.
No.
That's nasty.
I like the sliminess of it. Do you hate the sliminess of it?
That's the worst part. It's basically a slug in like a vegetable form. Guys, we're sitting on the floor. Everybody's okay with it for some reason.
No one's questioning that.
No. Space for dessert?
Probably no.
We have dessert. Alright, so we got some desserts from Salad World. The first one that we both got is the Spanish bread.
This is my favorite thing growing up.
Really?
Yeah, my family owns a bake shop in California, and so we would eat these so warm every morning. They would send us like packs and packs of these, so I miss this.
So good. Look at like all that texture, all that crumble on top. And then the inside. Oh yeah. Ding.
This is what I remember.
This just tastes like home. It's really fluffy inside and out, but the crumbles all over. It gives you some texture. And then the layer of sweet underneath the top. Oh man.
This is so good with coffee in the morning. So good.
Second for dessert, we have the chocolate crinkle cookies. Ooh,
Wow,
that's
that was
nice.
so soft.
Very fluffy.
Wow, I do remember these.
You do?
Holy shit, this just brought me back. It's like I didn't know, and then I tasted it and just like brought me back to my childhood.
I wish I had this in my childhood. The powdered sugar on top, like just hits your tongue instantly.
Kim, you're so good.
Yeah, they are. They're crunchy on the outside, but they're very like moist and like cakey on the inside. It almost feels like,
Wow, wait.
it almost feels like a brownie.
I don't know if I've had these in my childhood because they were Filipino. They taste like snack wells. Those little snack well cookies. You've never had those in
I don't think
your
so.
Go ahead.
I'm about to like find a photo and just like put it right here.
Yeah, there's like, if you've ever had a snack wells cookie, it's like chocolate, like double cookie, whatever. Like, that's what it is.
You want to tell them a little bit about the event we're going to go to later?
Yes.
We're going to have dinner with ABG.
Doing a Filipino Chinese inspired spring dinner with Hidden Apron. And Hidden Apron is a Filipino cooking chef collective. They just came out with a new Filipino kitchen, which is a cookbook you can get on Amazon. And Paolo Espinola is cooking for us with Josh Reisner, who is a MasterChef Junior finalist. Wow. I'm excited to see what they whip up.
Me too. So should we just fast forward to dinner?
Yes.
The first course on our menu was a way that they wanted to highlight spring. They had a fried yam chip with some steamed yam, ramp, and asparagus cream on top, some sauteed rams, and a bit of pickled mango and a salty plum powder. They were very bite-sized and they were a great pair with our rum drinks. Despite being so small, they were packed with a ton of flavor. If I had the chance, I probably would have eaten an entire plate. For the second course, we were given this pile of penny puris, and you would take it. They were hollow, so you would just kind of crack a little hole in it, and we had all these little dishes where we would fill it based off of what we wanted. In this bowl were some lentils cooked in black miso. There were some Yunnan potatoes, as well as some pickled heirloom tomatoes from the Union Square Market. There was also this liquid, which was a tomato emulsion that's made with white soy, and it was really great to drizzle right on top. This was a really fun snack, and at first I thought there was only about 2 or 3 pani puris for each person, but I think I may have eaten like 6. There was definitely enough to go around, and you could make it however you wanted. The third course was probably my favorite. It was a herbal tofu sinigang noodle soup. Now, sinigang is a sour soup that's my absolute favorite. It usually has a sour component to it like tamarind, but that's pretty hard to grow in the United States. So here they used a rhubarb for the sour taste. Then it includes some chewy Korean noodles, as well as some tofu and some asparagus on top. For the fourth course, we got the beet salad paksiw. It highlighted 3 techniques in Filipino cuisine. It was 2 different types of beets, 3 different ways. The first way was kilo, which is to eat raw or with a light pickle and some salt, which was showcased with the pickled beets on top. Then it was the rice cakes that were coated in beet paksiw, which is braised in vinegar. And the last one was pito, which is just sauteed beets. After our 4-course meal, we had some dessert. Forgive me if I say this incorrectly, but it was a tong su with pear granita. The only way I can really describe this is frozen applesauce, to be honest. It really took me by surprise. I don't know what I was expecting despite looking at it, but it was pretty good. It just had a lot of components that I wasn't used to, like the plum. It was really mild in taste and not really sweet at all. It was plated really nicely and even came with a little edible flower. Overall, this event was absolutely amazing. I think Jessica and Crystal did a wonderful job with setup and organizing it, getting all of the chefs in. The chefs said that this was their first ever vegan menu, and they did a great job bringing together Filipino and Chinese cuisines for this whole menu. And honestly, I would eat it all again if I could. I'm still on the lookout for more vegan Filipino options in New York City, but if you have anything you'd recommend, I'd love it if you would comment down below and let me know. I'd really appreciate it for you to click subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Give it a like if you like. And if you'd like to follow my day-to-day, you can follow me on Instagram at ReinspiredTV. I put all the chefs, vendors, and Hidden Apron in the description down below. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Moving, because you can do this at the crowded airport. You can be walking and you don't know if a person's Chinese, Malaysian, you're not sure, they look a little too tan, and you just go like that. And if they get you back, you're like, hey, annoying. I'm serious, my dad has used this. He used it in a busy Milwaukee airport, and within half an hour we were in his house meeting his grandkids. Like, oh my.